Crypto is once again in the political crosshairs, and the battle lines are being drawn in the U.S. Senate. Will 2025 finally be the year that Washington gives us clear crypto rules, or will national security fears and regulatory turf wars block progress yet again? Today we're diving into the fierce debate over two of the most important crypto bills in the United States, the Clarity Act and the Stablecoin Bill. I'll break down what's happening behind the scenes, why the stakes are so high, and what this means for Bitcoiners, Ethereum devs, and stablecoin users around the world. This one is focused on creating clear federal rules for stablecoin issuers like Circle, Tether, and eventually banks that want to issue digital dollars. It tackles reserve requirements. It defines who can issue a stablecoin legally, and it puts guardrails in place to prevent another Terra Luna disaster. But here's the thing, stablecoins are huge. They're already the 12th largest holders of U.S. treasuries. If this market matures, stablecoins could become the single biggest buyer of U.S. debt in the world. This bill has bipartisan interest because it protects the dollar's dominance globally. Later involved, this is the one the crypto community really cares about. It's all about clear rules for crypto developers, protocols, and exchanges. It protects non-custodial developers, the people writing open source code for wallets and protocols, from being treated like financial intermediaries. It defines when a token stops being a security and starts being a commodity. And it tries to end the turf war between the SEC and the CFTC. For Bitcoiners, it's less relevant because Bitcoin is already classified as a commodity. But for Ethereum, Solana, Avalanche, and hundreds of other projects, it's everything. Now here's where things get tactical. Some in the crypto space want to push both bills together in one big legislative package. The idea is, if we're going to get stablecoins done, let's get market structure clarity done too. Others are saying, slow down. Let's not risk everything. Let's pass the Stablecoin Bill first. It has broader support. And then fight the bigger market structure battle later. And honestly, that second group might be reading the politics right. The Stablecoin Bill has Treasury support. It's seen as a national security and dollar dominance issue. You've got bipartisan buy-in. But the market structure bill, it's a heavier political lift. The SEC under Gary Gensler doesn't like it. Some senators see it as weakening anti-money laundering protections. And you've got this looming national security debate where critics argue crypto enables terrorism, sanctions evasion, and cybercrime. The danger is, if you tie them together, both could fail.
That we did not bring things to the lowest common denominator. And we actually, in terms of the content, asked a lot of our audience. Early in the day, we had a keynote from Alex Thorne at Galaxy. You'll often hear at Bitcoin conferences that Bitcoin is a paradigm shift, or it's real innovation, or the next form of money. But here, Alex took it a step further and really explained how to situate Bitcoin in historical context and to think about what this type of innovation means specifically. The panel we had about mining in America wasn't just, oh, it's great that there's a lot of mining in America and, mining is good for America.
One of the biggest headwinds in this debate is what you could call the illicit finance, FUD. Some senators are already preparing to oppose the Clarity Act by claiming it weakens America's ability to combat terrorism financing, lets bad actors hide behind decentralized code, and turns the U.S. into a crypto haven for criminal activity. Now, to be clear, the Clarity Act doesn't legalize crime. What it does is protect open-source developers from being held liable for how someone else uses their code. Imagine blaming the guy who built Linux because someone else used Linux to hack a bank. That's what the Clarity Act tries to prevent. But this argument, protecting devs versus protecting national security, is where the debate is going to get ugly. And it's why getting clarity for Bitcoin and Ethereum isn't going to be easy. The day before the major crypto summit this year, a group of industry leaders did a mini Day on the Hill. They met with multiple Senate offices, some supportive, some skeptical. The good news? There are real champions for the Clarity Act in the Senate who want to protect non-custodial developers. Section 110, the part of the bill that offers those protections, is widely supported by pro-innovation senators. The bad news? Some lawmakers are still buying into the fear narrative, and others are simply too risk-averse in an election year to be seen as soft on crime or soft on crypto. So where does that leave us? Right now, the smart money says we're likely to see the Stablecoin Bill pass first. It has momentum and bipartisan support. The Clarity Act, or Market Structure Bill, may get debated in the fall or in 2026, after the election dust settles. Key protections for devs could sneak into the Senate version of the bill, even if the full Clarity Act doesn't pass this year. It's not ideal, but it's progress. The crypto industry has spent years in regulatory limbo. If we get clear rules for stablecoins in 2025, that's a major step forward. And it could open the door for broader crypto market reforms down the line. So what should Bitcoiners, Ethereum devs, and stablecoin users do now? Stay vigilant, call your senators, support clear rules that protect open-source innovation without criminalizing code. The future of crypto regulation in the US is still being written, and whether you like it or not, the Senate floor is where that story gets told. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. Will the Clarity Act pass this year? Should stablecoins and market structure be tied together or handled separately? Until next time, stay sovereign, stay sharp.